What is your name?
My name is Daniel Corbine.
And how old are you, Daniel?
I am 12 years old.
So when did you start working?
I started working 2 years ago at the age of 10.
Wow. What do you do in your job?
Well, I am a coal miner, so I go down in the dark and scary coal mines and chip away at the coal until we get enough. This usually takes all day in there. Inside the small mine, I get really claustrophobic and can't wait to get out.
That doesn't sound like a job a 10-year-old should be doing. Um, Tell me about your working conditions.
I would say I have poor working conditions. As I said before, it's cold, scary, and close-cornered in the mines, and that makes it not fun.
What are your work hours like?
We start working at 5 in the morning, and whenever I feel I have enough coal mined, that's when I end. If I don't come back with enough coal, my boss will yell at me, call me lazy, and take away some of my pay.
Sounds like a harsh boss. Do you mind if I ask how much you get paid?
No, I get paid $1 a week when I get the coal that my boss expects me to get. If I don't get as much as he wants, I usually get paid around 80 cents for the week.
How many days do you work in a week?
Well, I have to work every day, which is 7 days a week, and up to 16 hours a day. I never get to see daylight.
So sad. What do you do with your money when you get it?
When I get paid, I feel so good because this means that I can help my family eat and maybe get some new clothes. I give my paycheck to my parents and they use it for food. When I give my pay to them, they tell me good job and that they are proud of me.
Oh, your boss sounds very mean, but what do you think he's like?
My boss isn't a very fun guy to be with. Especially if he isn't happy with you. Watch out, because it gets really scary. He has no problem yelling at us and calling us lazy or dumb or weak and mean names like that. Sometimes, if he's really mad, he will hit us.
Do you ever get any breaks when you're working?
I do get one break a day, but that break is an hour long, and I use it to relax and enjoy a cigarette.
Oh, so you smoke.
Yes, I do. That's what all the kids do.
What's the smoking for?
It just helps me relax.
Well, have you ever gone to school?
I used to go to school, but ever since my dad had to get a new job that doesn't pay quite as much, we can't afford school anymore, so now I have to work. I wish I could go back to school, though, one day.
Well, do you know your ABCs at all?
I do not know my ABCs.
Oh, that is very sad. Have you ever been injured on the job?
I did get injured once. Other than the daily bumps and bruises from everyday work, I had a scary injury. I was using my pick to get the coal when all of a sudden I felt a sharp pain in my finger. I realized that I accidentally stabbed myself with my own pick. I screamed and cried while blood went rushing out of my finger, going everywhere. It was a mess. Believe it or not, I actually was grateful that was all that happened. About 2 weeks earlier, a man was climbing a rope to get out of the mine when the rope broke. The man fell down to his death. Everybody was really scared.
How did your boss react to your injury?
After my injury, my boss asked me if I still wanted to work. I said, of course I do, but I don't know if I can with my finger. He looked me in the eye and said, if you want your job, you're going to have to work, and you're going to work hard. I knew that my family and I needed me to work this job in order to survive, so I said back to him, yes, sir.
How did your workers or your coworkers respond to your injury and how your boss treated you?
Well, they're used to it because my boss usually doesn't care if we get injured on the job.
Is there anything else you would like to say about your job and your boss?
Well, I would just like to say that how we are treated and the conditions that we have to work with are unfair because we go down and we work really hard with the chance that we might get hurt or even die. We have to take these risks in order to eat our next meal. So I beg you guys help support our local coal miners who are trying to organize so we can get what we deserve.